In this video, we're going to multiply radical expressions in which we're going to have to FOIL. So the reason I have to do this is because I have plus or minus in between terms in which there's multiplication occurring. So let's go ahead and write out FOIL here. I'll do it in some different colors so that you can see the difference here. So the F stands for first, so we'll multiply the first two guys together, which is square root of 2 and square root of 6. The O stands for outer, so we'll multiply the two outer terms together. And now we're going to use a negative here because this guy's negative, so negative square root of 2 square root of 5. And then we have the inner, which is going to give me a positive 3 square roots of 5 times the square root of 6. And then of course the L stands for last, so multiply the last two guys together, which again is negative. And I've got 3 square roots of 5 times the square root of 5. And so if we simplify this, we get square root of 12 minus square root of 10 plus 3 square roots of 30 minus 3 square roots of 25. And again, we should go ahead and we should simplify even further if we can to see if any of these guys can be combined. So we'll check each of these. Well, square root of 12 we can break down as 4 times 3. Square root of 10, nothing good in there to break down. Now square root of 30, you might have to think about it a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a second to think about it. Now, it doesn't look like there's anything in 30 that's going to break down, so we'll put that there. And then of course 25, square root of 25, that's just 5. So we get to put that guy right there. And square root of 4 times 3 is going to give us 2 root 3 minus the square root of 10 plus 3 square roots of 30 minus 15. And now the thing here is there's really not a whole lot more that we can put together because we have no like terms. So what we end up with is a final answer that is fairly ugly. And we'll go ahead and we'll put that together right here, and we'll just say that this is the final answer. On this example over here, we're going to go ahead and do the same filing procedure. So let's color code it. So let's start out with the F. We're going to multiply the two first guys together. So that'll be square root of 2 times square root of 2, which will be the square root of 4, which we know is just 2. So we'll get to the simplifying that in a second. Now we've got the outer guys, so we've got square root of 2 times positive 7, times positive square root of 7. Then we've got the inner terms. Now again, this is going to be negative because of this guy right here. So that would be square root of 7 times square root of 2. And then the last two guys to get multiplied together are square root of 7, and then we have it negative because of that, and square root of 7 again. Now what you're going to notice here is when we combine these, I'm going to do it out the long way, is I'm going to get a positive square root of 14 and a negative square root of 14 in the middle there, and those guys are going to cancel each other out. So these two guys right here, they're gone. So all I'm left with is the square root of 4 minus the square root of 49. And those are nice to work out. So square root of 4 is 2, square root of 49 is 7, and 2 minus 7 gives us a negative 5.